B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh v'Natzliach. Hello everybody, my name is Noah. I live in Israel, not far from the center of the country. We immigrated from Latvia in 90s. My father is unfortunately non-observant Jew. He's coming from Holocaust survivors family, and my mother is not Jewish. I never ever thought to be religious. If you know, in Russia, the nationality goes according to the father, and I naively thought that I'm partially Jewish, as if there is such a thing. I liked Israel and the Israelis, but had mixed feelings about being part of it. I was even planning to leave Israel and to live abroad. I was quite spiritual and even looked for spirituality in other religions. But thank God I didn't fall for it. I just knew that there must be something huge and powerful behind our existence that rule everything. Regarding the moral behaving, the Soviets substituted anything related to faith by conscience. I had this basic inner feeling that if you do good, then you're gonna get good in return, and for bad things, we get punished. Only later on did I realize how it is not enough in order to be considered a good person. I have always respected Judaism and felt the pain for the persecution of the Jewish nation, as if it was mine. We too experienced anti-Semitism, even while halachically I wasn't even Jewish. But what was missing in my life is a clear knowledge and understanding that only Judaism is the true religion, and all the rest of beliefs are pure lies, which only became clear to me during the conversion process I underwent later on. Hashem Yitbarach had a mercy on me, and thanks to my husband, I began the conversion process almost 5 years ago. And from the very beginning of the Giyur classes, I fell in love with Judaism and was amazed at what was hidden from me for all those years. Since we immigrated to Israel when I was 50 years old, till I discovered Judaism in my 40s. How many things I missed, but there is a right time for everything. So from that moment on, my husband, who was till then just traditional Sephardic Jew, and me, we began to be more and more Torah observant, and we continue till today to do tshuva. Everything I searched for in my secular studies and in literature, I found in Judaism. I found all the answers to the existential questions I had. My whole life changed. My whole perception of life and world has changed for better. From a rather pessimistic and anxious person, I became so more peaceful, happy, positive, and energetic. A whole world opened before us. It's a huge merit, and we are thanking Hashem for this. It's not evident because you see how many poor people do not have this merit to discover the treasure of the Holy Torah and Judaism and do not get to know Kadosh Baruch Hu. On Purim 2 years ago, Hashem sent me a huge gift. The ad of the life story of Rabbi Yaron Reuven Shelita popped up in my phone. Hashem took back his millions. I got very curious. I watched the whole film, and that's how I discovered BeEzrat Hashem org. I got familiar with our dear rabbis, Kvod Arav Yaron Reuven and Kvod Arav Ephraim Kachlon, which completely changed my life. Although till then, Baruch Hashem, I also listened to other true rabbis, such as Rabbi Yosef Ben Porat, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, and others, which is a big merit in our generation, since there is a lot of heresy around us, and everyone must be extremely careful and to check well who he is listening to, and to make sure that the rabbi you are listening is God-fearing person and has a kosher Jewish ideology. But the lessons of Rabbi Reuven and Rabbi Kachlon was a real treasure of life-saving knowledge and wisdom. All the topics are super important and fascinating, such as Ashkafa, Musar, Alachot, Bitachon B'Hashem. Thanks to them, we are learning how to look at our reality through the glasses of the Torah. What is the right approach to do kirov, and the importance of fixing the character traits. The channel offers plenty of fascinating series such as Jewish Ashkafa, according to Chazon Ish, Ikvita de Meshicha, Stamp the Rabbi. There are also amazing films such as The World of Lies, Signature of God, Gehinom, and many others. BeEzrat Hashem org inspired us to make few kirov flyers and to be able for us to spread the light and wisdom of Holy Torah. Thanks to the organization BeEzrat Hashem, we get answers to any halacha questions. Rabbi Reuven and Rabbi Kachlon are always ready to help and to advise. The Rabbi Kachlon even helped us personally with such an important issue as Shlom Bayit. Literally, they are saving our lives. It is a great privilege to be some kind of humble partners in this organization, whether it is by symbolic donations or just by sharing their shiurim. When you see how much this organization supports and saves Jews in every way, it gives us a real feeling of happiness that we are doing something useful. The most important thing is that it is not some kind of organization that helps only others, but it helps us. We have a direct access to ask any questions. The rabbis are replying to any email, and for every question, we get answers. We won't have enough time to praise them enough. I thank Hashem for such a merit to get familiar with BH.org. And you see the Siyata Dishmaya, Baruch Hashem, the numbers of YouTube subscribers on its channels are growing from month to month. And the main reason is, it's because all the organization's activity is for heaven's sake. And everything is done with a great devotion, a real Mesirut Nefesh, which is very rare in our generation. So it will always be stable and successful. May Hashem keep blessing them. Throughout the whole process of tshuva, I felt how keeping mitzvot makes a person more happy, peaceful, how emunah and clear knowledge that everything is from Hashem helps in life, in all situations. And we have been through pretty harsh periods recently, whether it is coronavirus, security problems in the country, political crisis, and more other unpleasant stuff. Today we can't imagine our life without emunah, how we can start the day without thanking Hashem. How could we start our day without modani, without a prayer, without a connection to Hashem? How it is possible to eat without a blessing, etc. At the very beginning, it might seem like a heavy burden, but little by little, a person feels that it's not true. Keeping mitzvot only improves our lives and helps us in every way. It is only for our own good. Hashem is complete. He doesn't need it, but we need it. And besides, the enormous reward is reserved for us for the next world, which is even more empowering and encouraging. So there is no reason at all to complain and to be sad for a moment, Hashem forbid, because we are on a way to winning a lottery, as Rabbi Lasri often says in his shiurim. And I now would like to address Bnot Israel, our dear ladies. Please put it well into your mind that everything depends on women. We are a huge force. Women have the power to influence men and the world and to save the world. which has unfortunately reached a very low level. The Holy Torah respects and protects us enormously. All modesty laws are only for our own sake. True modesty, according to the Holy Torah, protects you, all your family members, the entire nation of Israel, and the entire world. We can make closer the Geula Shlema of the world. That's why it's important for you to start keeping modesty laws. It's a real blessing to be a modest Bat Israel. At first, it seems a little bit difficult and strange to dress with long skirts, loose clothes, quiet colors, to wear socks and full kisur rosh, to behave in a modest way, but after a while the habit becomes nature, and it brings such a blessing at home, in the relationship with the husband. A modesty protects you, your husband, your children. It brings blessing to your parnasa. Who doesn't need such things in life? Everyone at some point needs help from Kadosh Baruch Hu. And who will Hashem answer quicker? Of course, someone who is closer to Hashem, the one who is keeping mitzvot. Regarding the exterior image, it depends on reinventing the image, if I can say so. If the nations of the world have created filthy Hollywood style and horrible fashion, and so many people follow it blindly, we can recreate pure Jewish trends. To be dressed as Bat Israel, the queen that inspire high respect. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, to whom I want to resemble? Some wicked Hollywood star, or someone who resembled our holy mothers, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel and Leah? Imagine that if you choose modesty, those who will meet you in the next world will be our righteous mothers and rebbitzins. And they will inform you that thanks to you, the whole nation and the world was saved. That's why it's worth it. Go for it. You will gain already in this world, kal vachomer in the next one. And remember, the modesty of the Bat Israel is the most beautiful thing in life. Another important thing that I want to mention is the importance of getting closer to Hashem, to get to know our Holy Father, and to pass the Emunah through your heart, not to keep mitzvot as a robot. People that live religion, they just never get closer to Hashem, never got to know the Creator. Otherwise, they would never go off the derech. The common problem is that people are ruled by their emotions, and if they were hurt by somebody, they relate it somehow to Judaism, but it has nothing to do with Judaism and keeping mitzvot. The thing is that we worship Hashem and not people, so we don't lose our faith because some crisis in life. And in order to overcome this nisayon, to understand this, the person has to work on the emunah and bitachon b'Hashem every single day. Every Jew has to learn the right Jewish ashkafa. What is the purpose of life? It all starts from simple understanding that without Hashem, the life is completely empty and meaningless. There can be no blessing, no happiness without Hashem. When a Jew works on emunah and bitachon b'Hashem, he or she can overcome any difficulty in life, to overcome any obstacle. May Hashem guard us and help us to do tshuva, to be and stay holy. May Hashem keep blessing BeEzrat Hashem org, our dear rabbis, all Am Yisrael, and each one of you that listen and support this wonderful Torah organization. Best wishes, Besot Tovot.